Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a brilliant attacking game played by the 12th world chess champion Anatoly Karpov. In this game Karpov is playing with the black pieces and his opponent is Italian international master Stefano Tatai. The game was played in 1977 in Las Palmas. Tatai, who was playing with the white pieces, opened up with English opening c4 and Karpov responded with the symmetrical variation c5, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, we have the 3 knights variation, and d5, c takes d5, knight takes d5, g3, g6, bishop g2, bishop g7, and queen a4 check. Here is how Karpov comments this move in his book. An entertaining idea. White strives to make an immediate use of his small advantage in development and the lack of harmony among the black pieces. Knight c6, knight g5 already. The knight on d5 is hanging, that's why Karpov played e6. Knight ge4, hitting on c5, knight b6, queen b5, c4, and knight a4. Well, this is the logical continuation of queen a4 check. White wants to remove the defender and win a pawn. Other alternative is queen c5, threatening knight d6 check, but black can successfully neutralize it by playing bishop f8. If queen g5, then black can go for the exchange of queens and play bishop e7, no problem at all. But instead, in our game after c4, we have knight a4, and in here, Karpov boldly castled kingside, allowing white to double up his pawns on the b file and win a pawn. But in return, black is getting a strong counterplay. Right now, black is leading in development, and now Karpov will start to harass white queen. Also, exploiting the fact that the pawns on the b file are doubled is not so easy, and right now it's black who can make use of it. The a file is open for black rook. e5. It took Karpov an hour to make this move. The other move which he was considering was bishop d7, but in our game we have e5. Black can both put his bishop on e6 and also launch a pawn storm by going for f5 e4, something which we are going to see in our game. Queen c2 and knight d4, forcing white to hide his queen. By the way, I have to tell you that later in 2015 this position also occurred in a game played between Wesley So and Maxim Vacherlegraph, where in here MVL proceeded with bishop e6. And then after knight c3 he went for b5. Finally he managed to win the game, but in our game we have knight d4, queen b1, and there it goes f5. Yes, black is down a pawn, has doubled pawns on the b file, but black has more than enough compensation. Knight c3, and then we have it e4. d3. White is undermining black's pawn structure and also wants to develop his queenside bishop, but everything is not so easy. Meanwhile, we have b5, bishop e3, b4. Black is enjoying a nice initiative. Knight d1, rook e8, d takes e4, f takes e4, and the bishop takes d4. Of course, the pawn on e4 is poisoned. You can't capture it because black can go for the exchange sacrifice. If queen takes e4, then bishop f5 will follow, and then knight c2 check is coming. In here, black can even demoralize white's position first by announcing a check and only then capturing on a1. That's why in our game after f takes e4 we have bishop takes d4, queen takes d4, and a3. Well, even in here it was not too late to go for castling kingside, though I have to tell you that after bishop g4, rook e1, bishop h6, black is just doing great. There can be threats like bishop d2, and yeah, white is in trouble. The engine suggests a move like knight e3, but you can simply munch it. Let's go back, but in our game after queen d4 we have a3, which is even worse, and there we have it, bishop g4 is on the board, making castling king side very difficult. Queen c2, and as we have reached the critical position, you can pause the video and try to find black's next move. Ready? Well, it turns out that everything is ready for the final blow, and in here Anatoly Karpov made a brilliant move and he played Queen d3. Look at this marvelous move, guys. We have seen lots of queen sacrifices, but putting a queen on a square where it's under attack for a pawn is something special. So right now the direct threat is queen takes c2, and if you move away your queen, then after the exchange of queens, b takes a3 will follow, and yeah, black is successfully managing to exploit the weakness of the long diagonal and also the a file. If rook takes a3, then rook c8, and white is in trouble. Though I have to tell you that this is a preferable line than the one which we see in our game. In our game, after queen d3, Stefano Tatai decided to accept the queen sacrifice. With e takes d3. E takes d3 discovered, check, king d2. Well, if king f1, then this is a marvelous line. Let me share it with you. So if king f1, then d takes c2 will follow. If knight e3, then black can go for an exchange sacrifice, and then can announce another check, and then b takes a3 is coming. Yeah, you can't play rook takes a3 because of c1, queen checkmate. That's why all you can do is to play king d2, but then a takes b2 is coming and there is no way to stop these monsters. At some point rook f2 can follow, and yeah, this is a total destruction. That's why after e takes d3, Tatai decided to keep his king near to queen. But instead of munching the queen, Karpov announced a check from e2. King takes d3, rook d8 check. There it goes, guys. Now we will see a marvelous king hunt. King c4, and finally black is munching white queen. King takes b4, rook c d2, hitting on d1. f3, well, if I move like knight c3, then this time rook takes b2 can follow, and yeah, it looks like that white king is in a mating net. What are you going to play? If king d5, then another check, and then check, king e3, and rook takes c3, checkmate. Let's go back, but in our game after rook d2 we have f3 neutralizing bishop takes d1, and this time we have bishop f8 check, king a5, and after bishop d7 we have a resignation. So right now we have a hanging bishop on g2, and also white king is in danger. For example, if you move away your bishop, then this time black can play bishop c5, and checkmate is just a matter of moves, taking under control this essential b6 square, and the threat is rook a8 checkmate. There is no way out. That's why finally after bishop d7, after this retreating move, we have a resignation. Just a brilliant attack by Anatoly Karpov, with which he demonstrated that you should follow the basic chess rules and find a safe shelter for your king as soon as possible by castling. In the end, a chess puzzle for you, which is also taken from a game played by Anatoly Karpov, and the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. In the end, feel free to check out the playlist of Karpov's games as well. I will see you in my next video.